Namaste, everyone. I am Kim Michelle, and we are here today for Tune Into Yourself Tuesday. We're going to start in a seated position. I'm using my bolster today. You can sit on 2 blocks as well. So let's come on down to the ground. And today, this entire month of September, we're working on the root chakra. It's located in the base of our spine and the pelvic floor, the first 3 vertebrae. The root chakra is responsible for your sense of safety and security on this earthly journey. The word Muladhara, that's the Sanskrit name for that chakra. It breaks down into 2 Sanskrit words, Mula, which means root, and Adhara, which means support or base. So as we ground into our seat, we're going to feel those sit bones supporting us in our seat. If you feel safe and comfortable, go ahead and close the eyes or lower the gaze. If you're lowering the gaze, look a couple of feet ahead of you. Bring everything into a blurry focus, a fuzzy focus. And our mudras today are the same as before. It's called Prithvi, Prithv, Prithvi, and that is your thumb touches your ring finger, and we can do it on both hands, and go ahead and relax those hands onto your lap. And today our breath work will be our Ujjayi breath, and that's inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. When you're exhaling, you're opening up the back of the throat. So let's start with an exhale through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and open that back of that throat. Like you're blowing air on a mirror and fogging up. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with an open throat. Now this time, we're gonna close the lips, and you're still gonna keep that open throat. So go ahead and inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose with an open throat. You can almost hear the ocean when you're doing that. Go ahead, inhale, exhale. And this Ujjayi breath is also called ocean breath. And some people used to think it sounds like a Darth Vader if you're a Star Wars fan. So go ahead and keep breathing while I tell you a story about something that made me laugh this past weekend. I'm a member of a non-denominational church. My pastor was talking about music and how many of the people complain about it at our congregation. The older people say it's too loud. The younger people say it's not loud enough. The Black people say the music is too white. The white people say the music is too black. Immediately, in my guilty mind, I thought about my practice. I thought about why people ask me why I don't have music when I teach. I lead a multicultural group of yogis of different ages, abilities, and body types. You all prefer different types of music, and I don't want anyone to miss the cues as I describe them, and I don't want my choice of music, whether it be rap music with some words that y'all might not want to hear, or Christian music, to disturb anybody's practice. So I like the music not to be so loud because we're over Zoom, and if you're not hearing a clear message from me, I won't be able to see you to correct you. So that also reminded me of the phrase, the breath is my soundtrack. Today, as you inhale and exhale, you're going to hear that ocean sound, that Ujjayi breath. Make that your soundtrack. That beautiful breath should always be your soundtrack during all of your practices. So go ahead and wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers and gently flutter your eyelids open. Namaste and welcome again to your practice. Let's start warming up our neck. So let's inhale and exhale, turning the head to the right. Inhale forward. Exhale, turning the head to the left. Inhale forward. Turn to the right. Inhale forward. Exhale left. Now look forward. We're going to inhale and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. We're going to hold it there. Maybe you want to take your ring finger on your right hand and give that neck a little tug. And maybe extend the left hand out. Inhaling and exhaling, making your own soundtrack. If you're holding your head, go ahead and release that head and bring the head upright. Inhale, drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Feeling a nice opening. Maybe take the left ring finger and give that head an extra tug. Maybe extend the right arm out. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Go ahead and release the head. Bring the head upright. Now we're going to bring our nose toward our armpit. And then maybe bring that little ring finger out and you're going to pull the head lower. And release the hand from the head and look upright. Now turn the head toward the left armpit. Let the nose fall toward that armpit. Maybe bring the left hand. Now when we're tucking here, we're just giving a little pull. That's why I said use the weakest finger, that ring finger. We don't want to overdo this stretch. Alrighty, release the head, bring the head upright. Now let's inhale, the hands out and open, bring them over the head, let the fingertips touch, and exhale, letting the fingertips flutter down. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale up. Exhale the right hand down to the ground and reach the left hand up and over. We have a nice diagonal here. We're not going to let the arm go forward. We are on one single plane. The arm is in a diagonal. Maybe we look up at that top hand. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, left hand down to the ground. Reach the right hand up and over, nice diagonal. Armpit is open. Both hips are grounded. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Now let's take the left hand and put it on the right knee. And take the right hand and place it behind us. Inhale, the crown of the head is reaching toward the sky. Exhale, the belly button to the right. Inhale up. This time, exhale, twisting the shoulders to the right. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, if it feels good, go ahead and turn that head so you're looking backwards over the right shoulder if it's comfortable in your neck. Inhale, lengthening, expanding. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, lift the right hand and place it on the left knee. Now our arms are closed in front of us. And now we're gonna fall forward, rounding the back, letting the head drop forward. The crown of the head is reaching toward the ground. Inhaling, exhaling. Gravity's pulling us down. Inhaling, exhaling. One more inhale, exhale. Round the body up, right. Okay, now we're gonna take our right hand and place it on our left knee, and take our left hand and bring it behind us. Inhale, reaching the crown toward the heavens. Exhale, the belly button to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, twist the shoulders to the left. Inhale. Now maybe we look backwards over that left shoulder if it feels good in the neck. This is your practice. You do what feels good for you. I offer invitations. Inhale. Exhale, unwind back to the front. Now we're gonna do the last spinal warm up, and that's gonna be a cat-cow, but we're gonna do it with cactus arms. So we're gonna inhale with the cactus arms, opening those hands, opening up the chest, looking up toward the sky. Exhale, bring the arms together, the elbows touch, and we round the back. Inhale, lift the hands up, open the arms, chest is shining, head is looking at the sky. Exhale, elbows and hands touch, round back. Inhale, up and open the arms. Exhale, close the elbows and hands and round the back and look toward the ground. Now let's come upright. And we're gonna do a little stomach churn as we're still grounded. And let's uncross our legs and cross them the opposite way. Because sometimes our hips and our knees and our feet can get a little pins and needles in there. Alrighty, so hands are gonna come on our knees, and we're gonna churn the stomach, rounding around, and as we're churning that stomach, our tummy's engaged, our core is activated. Our sit bones are rooted into our pillow or bolster or ground. Now let's come back the opposite way. Remembering to breathe. Alrighty, we are going to meet in tabletop, and immediately we're going to come to child's pose. So let's go through tabletop, which is knees under the hips and hands under the shoulders. And now open the knees to the width of the mat, and the toes are touching, and we bring our seat back toward our feet. And so if you have your pillow or blanket or block, maybe you'd like to rest your forehead on that block. And maybe you want to use your fist, and you can bring your fist in front of the forehead and rest the forehead on the fist. That opens up the hips a little bit more. And our last option is to extend the hands forward and bring the forehead to the mat. Now let's inhale and exhale that nice ocean breath through the nose. Inhaling, exhaling. Now this child's pose is a pose you can come to any time in the practice. If you feel like you're out of breath, you lose your breath, you can always catch your breath in this pose. Yoga is yoking breath and movement, and if you are doing too much and you're not breathing, then you're not practicing yoga, you're just doing some anaerobic activity. Alrighty, so now let's come out of our child pose. We're gonna come back into our tabletop, and sometimes I like to tuck my toes for more stability. Our head is long, we're gonna look at toward the top of our mat, so our neck is not rounded, or it's also not arched up. Our back is in a straight position. So let's extend the right leg, and we are facing the short end of the mat. And so we're gonna reach our heel backwards. We're stretching the calf muscle and the Achilles. And we're gonna inhale forward. And now we're stretching the toes. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Now take that right leg and cross it over the left leg. And we're gonna look over our left shoulder and peek toward that toe that we crossed. We're opening up the side body and hip flexor. Inhaling and exhaling. Now uncross the leg and we're going to bring it out. So the toes are in line with the knee. We have a nice line here. And we're going to inhale and come up, and our hands are going to come over our head. This is called gate pose. I'm going to face you. And the left toes are tucked under. Now, look up at your fingertips. But think about reaching those fingertips up toward the sky and feel the shoulders come out of their socket. That's protracting. We want to retract the shoulders into their sockets while still reaching out toward our fingertips. Energy is coming out of our fingertips, but the shoulders are still intact. So let's try it one more time. Protract, the shoulder comes out. Retract those shoulders, the shoulder blades are sliding over down the back. We're going to be in this position later on. So inhale, exhale, leaning over that extended leg, reaching the other arm up and over, just like we did in our warm-up. The arm's not collapsed forward, underarm is out. Inhale, the fingers touch. And exhale, coming down to the side. If you have your block, you may want to have some support. And reach up and over. Inhale up, fingertips touch. Exhale over the extended leg. Inhale, fingertips touch. Exhale, the hand down to the block, reaching up and over. And now we're going to bring the hands down to the mat. And we're going to meet back in our tabletop. Extend the left leg backwards. And reach that heel back toward the opposite wall. Stretching out the left calf and the fascia of the foot. Inhale forward, stretching out the toes. Inhale back. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And now bring the left foot so it's parallel to the right knee. I'll finish you again. We have a nice straight line here. I'm gonna bring the block over so the right hand can rest on it. Well, inhale the arms up. Shoulder blades are retracted into their sockets. Inhale. Exhale, that left hand over the extended leg and reach up and over. Nice hip flexor stretch, side body. Inhale the hands up. Exhaling the right hand down to the block, reaching up and over. Inhale up, fingertips touch. Exhale over the extended leg. Inhale up. Exhale back down to our tabletop. Let's come back to child's pose again. We'll get a little rest here for 3 breath cycles. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling that ocean breath. That's our soundtrack. Inhale. Exhale. All right. So now let's come back up to tabletop. And I'm gonna show you a few moves here. So we do our vinyasa flow, that's flowing with breath and movement, and it's kind of like a dance, and we have about 8 different steps in our dance. So one of our steps is our 8-limbed pose. That's when our 8 parts of our body touch the ground. So think about bringing your elbows backwards. So our elbows are like a cricket. We're gonna bring them backwards and bring our chin and our chest to the ground. So we have 8 places that touch. Chin, chest, 2 hands, 2 knees, and 2 feet. That's 8-limbed pose. And now let's slither our body down to the ground. And now bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And the tops of the feet are pressing into the mat. When those tops of the feet press into the mat, the front of the thighs, the quads are activated. And bring those elbows in so they're still in that cricket. And inhale and lift the chest and the chin. The neck is long again. We're looking down at the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Relax. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, pushing the hands into the mat and bringing the seat back toward the feet. Child's pose again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Alrighty, come back to table. Now we're gonna tuck those toes, and once again, our elbows bend backwards. So when our elbows bend backwards, we're going to lift our knees up about 1 inch and then lower. Inhale and lift the knees up. Exhale, lower. One more. Inhale, lifting the knees up. And exhale, lift the hips toward the sky. This is our first down dog of the day. Our heels are still up. We're looking in between our thighs. We're gonna press our thumbs and index fingers into the mat. That helps stabilize. The knees are still bent. Our belly is resting on the thighs. Now, alternately, drop one heel and bend the other knee. Now switch. This is called walking the dog. helps warm up the knees and the feet and the hips. Now when you bring one down, you can kind of twist the hips too to get a nice little stretch there. Now maybe bring both heels to the ground if you can access that. If you can't, keep the hips up. The goal is to have the hips up toward the ceiling where the ceiling meets the top of the wall. If you have flexibility, lower the heels. If you don't, keep them up. All right, now let's bend the knees again and walk the hands toward the feet. And this is our first forward fold of the day. Let the head pull down toward the ground. If you can reach the ground with your hands and your knees bent, do that. If you need a block to stabilize, use the block. Bring the ground closer to you. Each breath, gravity seems to pull you down even further. Now bend the knees and walk the hands up the legs till we are upright. Alrighty, now we're gonna walk up to the top of our mat. Each step, we feel the four corners of the foot. One corner under the big toe, one corner under the baby toe, and then two corners in the heels. So take a slow walk up to the top. All right, so I'm gonna leave both blocks at the top. Now I'm facing backwards. It doesn't matter as long as you're facing the short edge of your mat, because we're going to go up and down, and then lay on the mat and get back up. So let's flip. We're gonna flex the knees and reach the crown of the head up toward our ceiling. The palms are going to shine forward, and the collarbones open. Let's inhale the hands overhead, letting the fingertips touch, and exhale the hands through Namaste prayer pose, and take the hips and hinge at the hips. We're gonna come into a right angle, 90 degrees. The neck is long, the back is straight. Inhale here, exhale, continuing to fold all the way down, forward fold. Now, if your hands are on blocks, that's good. If they're on the ground, that's good. So now let's inhale to a flat back. That's that 90-degree back. If you're on blocks, that's a good place. If they're on your shins, that's a good place. Inhale here. Exhale the hands down to the ground. Step back with your left foot. Drop the left knee. Step back with your right foot. We're in tabletop again. So let's tuck the toes just for stability. Have the knees open just a tiny bit. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the elbows backwards. Lower the chest and the chin to the ground. 8-limb pose. Slither the body down. Inhale. Baby cobra. Exhale through child's pose. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come through table. We'll tuck the toes. Lift the hips up to down dog. Now we're in down dog. Bend the knees. Step one foot forward. Step the other foot forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale the hands overhead to touch. Exhale the hands through Namaste into mountain. Let's try it again. Inhale the hands overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Give a straight back. All the way down into forward fold. Inhale onto flat back. Exhale the hands down to the ground. Step back with one of the feet. Drop the knee. Step back with your other foot. We're in table. Tuck the toes. Inhale. Exhale, lower the chest and the chin to the mat. Elbows are tucked in. Inhale, slithering the body down. Lifting the chest into baby cobra, elbows tucked in. Exhale the hips back to child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. One more inhale. Last exhale. Come on into table. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Down dog. Come up on the toes, look at the hands. Step one foot forward. Step the other foot forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale forward. Bend the knees. Push into the feet and reach the hands overhead. Exhale the hands through prayer into mountain. Alrighty, let's add on. We're going to add on a warrior one to this flow. So we're at the top of our mat, feeling those four corners, flexing the knees a little bit, opening up the collar. Inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back. And now we're going to drop the left heel down and position the feet so they are on railroad tracks. They're not on a single high wire rope. So inhale and bring the hands to the hips and bring the body upright. We're looking forward. Our hips are like headlights on a car. They're shining forward. So go ahead and inhale those hands overhead. And the energy's coming out of the fingertips. Our shoulders, remember we protracted them up, but we want them retracted into their sockets. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring the hands into cactus. Look up. Inhale. Exhale those elbows together and round the back. Inhale the hands up and open. Exhale, elbows together, hands together, round the back. Inhale up and open. Exhale, elbows together, round the back. Now, drop the hands down to the mat. We will step the right foot back. We drop the knees. We're in table. Inhale. Exhale the chest and the chin to the ground. Inhale into baby cobra. Now tuck the toes. Exhale. Come up into down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees. Now step the right foot forward and walk the hands into the center. So now we are facing the long side of our mat. And bring the hands to the hips. And come on up. Open the arms out into a star. Shining the chest forward and up. Exhale, wrapping the hands around us and rounding the back. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Rounding. One more inhale. One more exhale. Drop the hands down to the mat. Walk them around to the opposite side. So now we're facing backwards. And step the foot forward. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale the hands overhead. Exhale the hands through prayer into mountain. All right, last flow. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming into our forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale the hands down, step back with the right foot. Keep those feet on railroad tracks. Drop the right heel. Bring the hands to the hips and bring the body upright. Get stable. Our hip bones are like the car lights facing forward. Front leg is bent. And think about the outside of the right foot. It's pressing into the mat. Inhale the hands up overhead. Shoulders are retracted into the shoulder blade socket. Looking at those fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Open the arms up to cactus. Look up top. Inhale. Exhale the elbows together. Rounding the back, humble warrior. Inhale up and open. Exhale, elbows and hands together, rounding the back. One more. Inhale, open. Last exhale, round. Now drop the hands to the mat. Walk the hands to the center. Now we are going to do a little dip with our shoulders. So we're going to bend the knees, bring the hips, hands to hips, and inhale the left shoulder toward the right foot. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Now it's time for yogi squat. If you'd like, I like to use 2 blocks behind my bottom. And if you can want to just come down to, this is our option 1, where the hips are open. If you can come all the way down and sit on your blocks, that's option 2. If you don't need blocks, that's option 3. So our hands are pressing into each other. Our elbows are opening up our knees. And drop the left hand down in front of you. Reach the right arm up until we're twisting open. Exhale down. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale the hand down. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale down. Now let's lift our seat up. Remove those blocks. And we're going to come down to our staff pose. Now let's think about flexing our feet, looking at those toes, inhaling the arms up and over, exhale, hinging at the hips. Chest is shining forward to the belly, comes to rest on the thighs. When the belly can't, when the fold can't fold anymore, bring the hands down to your shins. Maybe the chin falls down to the chest. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Walk the hands up the legs. Bend the right knee up toward the ceiling. Extend the left hand over the left extended leg and wrap that left arm around the right knee. Taking the right hand and bringing it behind you. And here we have another twist that I invite you to do. If it feels good in the neck, go ahead and look backwards. And make sure that left extended leg is engaged and the left foot is flexed. And let's come back around to the center. And now we'll bend the left leg. And so the feet are going to come together. And our feet can be tucked into the body or they can be out in a diamond. Now, fold over, the back can round. Think about the nose coming toward the toes. Remembering to breathe here. Walking the body upright. We'll extend the right leg and bring the left knee up toward the ceiling. Extend the right arm over the right leg and wrap it around the left knee. Take the left hand and bring it behind us and twist to the left. Unwind. Now both knees are going to be bent here. We're going to come into our boat pose. We're going to bring our hands underneath our thighs and come to a balance on the base of our spine. The toes are pointed. The chest is open. The neck is long. Maybe you bring hands out, but this behind the thighs is option 1. This is option 2. Option 3 could be extend the legs. I like option 2, the best for me. Go ahead and drop those toes down. And we're going to roll our body and our back down to the ground. So we're going to do a pelvic tilt and then we'll do a bridge. So think about that old school rolling pin and our hands are on the hip bones. Imagine we're rolling the hips up like a rolling pin and exhaling them down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Now let's bring our knees together and the palms of our hands beside our hips. And so first, just press the hands into the mat and feel how that activates the whole chest and the upper back and the backs of the triceps. And relax. Press into the hands, activate the upper back and the chest. Exhale, relax. Now this time we're going to add, when we press into our hands, we're also going to press into our feet and squeeze our knees together. So press into the feet, squeeze the knees, engage the pelvic floor, press into the hands. We're not even lifting yet. Exhale, relax. Inhale, press into the feet, squeeze the knees together, press into the hands, activate the front of the chest. Exhale, relax. Now we're going to come up. So press into the feet, squeeze the knees together, lift the hips up, press the hands into the mat. Open up the chest, the neck is long. Our eyes, if they're open, they're looking at the ceiling. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Press into the feet, squeeze the knees together, press into the hands into the ground. Exhale, lower. All right. Now let's take that right foot and cross it over the left knee and take the right hand and open up that knee. This is option one. Option two is reach behind the left thigh and interlace the fingers and take the right elbow and keep that right knee open. Both feet are flexed hard. Remembering to breathe. Release the hands, bring the left foot to the floor, cross the legs, open the hands out to a T. Let those knees fall to the left side. Maybe look back at that right hand. Another spinal twist. Maybe you want to take the left hand and put it on that top leg to give it an extra tug. Bring the knees up to the center. Extend the left leg and take the right hand on the right knee. And we're gonna do some hip circles here, opening up those hips that we use so much today. Rotate one way, and we'll rotate the opposite way. All right, let's bring both feet in, bend the knees. We'll lift the left foot over the right knee and take the left hand and open up that left knee. This is option one. Option two is thread the hands behind the right thigh. Flex both feet hard. Then release the hands and bring the right foot to the ground. Cross the legs like we're sitting on the couch. Open the hands out to a T and let those knees fall to the right. Maybe look back at the left hand. Maybe take the right hand and give that top leg an extra tug. Unwind, uncross the leg and open up the right hip, extending the left hip and extend the right leg. We're going to give that left hip some circles. We'll go 3 times one way and 3 times the other way. Now we're going to get ready to come into our second to last pose of the night. We'll bring the soles of the feet up toward the ceiling. The knees are open wide. Option one is hands behind the thighs. The base of the spine, the root of us, is still on the ground. We're not rocked up. The spine is long. Feel the base of the head on the ground. Option two is reach up and grab the outer edges of the feet. Option three is grab the big toes with your peace fingers, your index finger and your middle finger, and grab those toes. You may want to rock from side to side. And last pose is release the feet, extend the legs down the length of the mat. Open your feet to each corner of the mat. I'm going to shine the palms up toward the sky. And this is our Shavasana. Feel the heels of the feet resting on the mat. Feel the calves melting into the mat. Relax the tummy. Relax the lower back, lumbar area. Open up the heart, shine your love out into the universe. Open up the shoulders and the collarbone. Feel the back of the skull resting on the mat. Relax your jawbone. Relax the cheekbones. Relax that area in between your eyebrows. Relax the forehead. Relax the crown of your head. Rest. Go ahead and wiggle the toes and the fingers. And we're going to do affirmations from lying down position. So bring your left hand on top of your heart and your right hand on top of the left hand. And repeat after me. Inhale. Exhale and say, I'm okay. Inhale. Exhale and say, I am safe. Inhale. Exhale and say, I am loved. Now let's roll over to our right side, resting the head on the right bicep, tucking those knees into a fetal position. Our left hand in front of our chest. Let's inhale. Exhale, pushing into that left hand, coming up to a seated position. And we're going to do one round of alternate nostril breathing. So what we do is we take our hand out and we're going to look at our thumb and our ring finger. And we're going to tuck in our index finger, our middle finger, and our pinky. So we're looking like the surfer mood hand signal. I think it means peace. I think it means also I love you. So the thumb comes into the right nostril. And we inhale on the left nostril. Now bring the ring finger to the left nostril and open up the right and exhale to the right. Inhale to the right nostril. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Open up the left. Exhale out the left. Inhale to the left nostril. Close the left nostril with the ring finger. Release the thumb. Exhale to the right nostril. Inhale to the right nostril. Close the right nostril with the thumb. Release the left nostril with the ring finger and exhale to the left. Inhale to the left nostril. Close the left nostril, release the right nostril, exhale to the right nostril. All right, open the eyes, shake out the hands, tell your body, thank you for supporting me through this practice. I thank each and every one of you for allowing me to lead you through this practice tonight. I love you, I appreciate you all. Namaste and amen.
Hey, Michelle, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good meeting.